Well, hello, and good evening to you, family. We're going to get this party started very quickly because we got a lot of ground to cover and a short amount of time to get there. And I'm going to need some help. I'm going to need some support. So if you're connected in any way, come on in this house and let's make it do what it does. Have several calls to participate in this evening. And I'm glad about it because God is doing a thing that is a blessing to a lot of people. And I am so honored to do my part. So you come on in this house and we're gonna make it available for some other people because it's not just about being blessed. It's about being a blessing to others. He wants to get a blessing through us, not just stopping at going to us. Now, let me do this. The conversation tonight, in case you guys missed the memo, we titled it Too Good to Be True. And we're just going to, get right into it. Usually, I would have been here a little bit earlier, but we had some meetings that proceeded that had to take place and some things behind the scene that we'll share at another time. But so we're going to go right into the conversation of is it too good to be true? You hear that expression a lot on a number of things. And let me be clear that can be true. That can certainly be true for a number of things that just sound unimaginable. Like, well, who does that? Where do they see that? Where I've never seen, yeah. We get like that sometimes. Shantae, it's good to see you, darling. Thanks for chiming in. Kevin is in the house. Chandrella is in the house. Much love to you both. Thank y'all for chiming in. Too good to be true. Let me put it up on the screen. And we're going to be talking about this travel club that has been literally, this is not an exaggeration. This is not hyperbole. Real deal Holyfield. This travel club that over the past 11 years now, March will make the 11th years, has been in existence, has been changing lives all around the world, all around the globe. Uh, you'll see some of the videos that I'm going to share in more now than 65 nations strong and counting. Life change is being experienced. People are coming into their purpose. People are coming into their inheritance, if you will. People are coming into knowledge of why God put them here on this earth. Because it's bigger than travel, y'all. I want somebody to put that in the comments right there. It's bigger than travel. But behind the backdrop of the travel, that travel component, people are coming into the center of who they are in God. They're making divine connections. And as I say all the time, they're no longer restricted to the kiddie pool of where they live in the region which they were born, but folk are traveling all over the world, all around the globe, and they're meeting like-minded people, brothers and sisters who many of them love the Lord just like they do, and people who are giving them world-class educations, not just in a school building or anything of that sort, but a education of life. We are experiencing things. Now I'm going to show you it's being done in a fashion where people are doing it for pennies on a dollar. They're doing it at prices that, again, people will look at. If they're on the outside looking in, they'll say, man, that's too good to be true. There's a lot of stuff out there that might fit the bill. That might be the best way to describe it. Some stuff made up, some scamish type of stuff. But I'm going to tell you concerning Mel Keys, I can't speak for everybody else. But the last thing that I would associate myself with anything that even has the inkling of being scammers in its nature, in its essence, in its presentation, I have no time for anything of that sort. If it can't deliver what it says it's going to deliver, if it's not what it says it is, Mel Keys ain't got no time for it, and you shouldn't either. So everything that we're going to share with you tonight, and have some special guests who are going to come on, and some of them are just getting started. But we're looking for serious people who want something different and are therefore willing to do something different to get something different. Because if we get stuck on the stuff that they taught us in school only, man, let me tell you something. That stuff they taught us in school was just to get by. Yeah, they didn't give you no public education to excel and to be on the top. That was just to get you in the game. But now that you're in the game, you got to take it the rest of the way. You got to learn some stuff that were not in the textbooks. At least it wasn't in the textbooks that they gave us. They didn't teach us how to own anything. They taught us how to work for somebody else. They taught us, you say, get your piece of the American pie. But suppose you didn't like pie. Come on here. Suppose you like cake better. Or suppose you like cupcakes. You didn't like the pie. Well, you see, so that's a problem, right? So some of the things we're lacking in the education of it all. So we're going to talk about some of that on today, but I want to start with some of these videos. Let me see what video I'm going to pull up first to really deal with this subject of too good to be true. So we're talking about this travel club called Travorium, Travorium. I'm going to pull up one of the explanational videos to kind of do some diligence about how powerful this thing is. Because there are people like myself, I've been a part of the club now for privilege for just over 6 years, my wife and I. Now, remember, we were travel agents long before coming into this club. We had no clue this club even existed, because had we known then what we know now, Lord have mercy, good God Almighty, just didn't know. And like most people, you just don't know what you just don't know. Siobhan, it's good to see you, darling. Thanks for chiming in. And as a result of not knowing what we didn't know, I mean, we did what everybody else was doing based upon the knowledge we had. We thought the best way to get the best travel rates and to make a few dollars was to be travel agents. And we did pretty good with that. We booked weddings, we booked parties, we booked family reunions. We made thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars doing that. And we're still certified travel agents and all of that. But guys, we missed it until 6 years ago when Coach D shared this travel club with us, and it blew our mind because we now have experienced travel from Dubai, Belgium, Paris, Jamaica multiple times, Bahamas multiple times, Cancun and different other parts of Mexico multiple times, all over the U.S. to include Hawaii and Alaska and all of that. Pennies on a dollar as compared to what other people are paying. And I'm telling you nothing but the truth. So help me God, that when you don't use this platform and you go to any of the places that most people that I know of, when they want to go somewhere, they're going to these types of places and they're staying at 4- and 5-star hotels and resorts and things of that sort. If you're not using this platform, you're just wasting money. Period. You're wasting. Look, let me take it back. Unless someone else is paying, then you say, well, that's different. But if it's coming out your pocket, travel agent or not, if you're not using this program, you're wasting money, because the prices that we have and the pieces that go along with it, who that is. All right, it's good to see you, Consuela. Thank you for chiming in. It's just unbelievable. And that's why so many people, I mean, we've had this expression and I've heard it this week. That sounds too good to be true. Well, maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Depends on your perspective. But I can tell you for the 6 years that I've been in position, it's been nothing short of truth, and still the half has not been told. So let me go ahead quickly. I'm going to share with you just one video to start it out. And then we're going to get into a conversation with some of my friends who are in the lobby waiting patiently. But take a look at this real quick.
Imagine taking 4- and 5-star vacations every year at 2-star prices while earning a lucrative income at the same time. Yes, it's possible. We make this and more possible for you. Can you picture yourself traveling wherever and whenever you want? If so, you're exactly where you need to be today. We'll show you how to create an additional profit center that will help you alleviate the stress of double-digit inflation. No more dreaming about luxurious vacations. Start taking them for pennies on the dollar. Say goodbye to financial stress and start living your life to the fullest. The best part is you can start today and change your life and the lives of your family members for the better. This opportunity is for everyone, including you. We'll be with you every step of the way. Create a a simple and fun business where you can travel more, better, for less, and earn a residual income. Whether you have spare time, part-time availability, or you want to go all in, we have the flexibility to accommodate your schedule. What sets us apart is that we're revolutionizing the travel industry in ways that have never been done before. We provide exclusive access to prices that you won't find anywhere else, offering specially curated trips to 4- and 5-star properties at 2-star prices. Not only that, but our compensation plan is groundbreaking, offering opportunities for earnings that have never been seen before. If the timing is right in your life, this additional profit center will bring a big smile to your face. Imagine the joy of seeing your bank account grow while enjoying the beach and exploring new destinations. Don't hesitate to reach out to the person who shared this information with you. They can provide you with more details and answer any questions you may have. We can't wait to welcome you to our community of travel enthusiasts who are living their best lives and making a huge difference. We'll see you on the beach and at the bank.
All right. So listen, guys, this is just the startup. I'm going to show you a few other things. The next area I want to show you before I bring our guest in, I told you I've been a travel agent, my wife and I, for 12 years. We've enjoyed that experience. But the prices that we're able to enjoy far exceed anything, hear me now, that we've ever been able to get for ourselves as travel agents. As travel agents, you get entitled to this thing. It's called FAM trips. That's short for familiarization. There's a lot of vendors around the world at these wonderful resorts. They'll want you to come to see them at discounted prices so that they can take you on the tours, show you all the behind the scenes stuff so that you can represent them and market their property. And they give you some pretty good prices. But guys, let me tell you something. What we have exceeds what you get in the FAM trips, the familiarization trips, far exceeds it. And then let me share with you what we're pulling from. We're pulling from a whole inventory of 2 categories, primarily what we refer to as world tours. That's right now, this year alone, we have about 80 of those. It can be as much as 80 to 100 opportunities all around the world, across this country and around the world, every single year. And then don't forget, we have at least 2,000 dreamcations that we could pull from. We have some dreamcations that my wife and I, we've enjoyed right here in the city of San Antonio. I won't reveal the name of the destination because we have a contract that, we're not supposed to tell the names of the places unless it's in a private setting and this is public. But I'll tell you, it's a 5-star hotel resort here in San Antonio. It's one of our favorites. It's not far from Fiesta, Texas. I'll say that. And we were paying when we would go outside of this program, which we would do once a year or so for anniversary, maybe Valentine's, something like that. We'll pay $275, $350 a night, stay no more than 2 nights, right? We would do that. That was splurging for us. And when we got in this program, it blew our mind. That same program, guys, we've stayed for an entire week as low as $150, but then it got up to like $250 for the entire week. When we stayed at the 5-star hotel in Dubai with breakfast included for 2, now outside of the program, you're paying for the breakfast. That would have been $70 per couple. 6 days would have been $420. We paid $99 for the whole thing for the entire week. We did the same thing in Vegas. 8 days, 7 nights at a 4-star resort right off of the Strip. Won't tell you the name of that one for the same reason. But guys, it's a wonderful place. It's a name property. $99. When we were in Hawaii this past year, we stopped in Maui first, and then we went to Honolulu and stayed on that Waikiki beach area and on the Strip, I think they call it. What a wonderful time we had. Guys, let me tell you, for the night price, the daily night rate that people were paying there, we stayed there 4 nights, and our 4-night rate combined was less than the nightly rate that people were paying. Did the same thing in Miami last year. Guys, it goes on and on. I can go from the past 6 years behind. We have nothing but documentation nothing but receipts, and it is not too good to be true. But I want you to hear from one more person before I bring our guests in. There's a wonderful member on our team with a bulk load of experience as a travel agent of all persons. Let me just share her testimony. If you don't believe mine, hear this.
Thank you, Dr. Pruitt. Can you hear me real well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you know what? I'm just so excited. The reason why I'm excited, let me tell you guys a little bit, those that don't know me, about my background. I have been in the travel industry for 43 years. I started in travel with $100 at 19 years old. And I asked this guy from the travel agency to teach me about travel because I absolutely love travel, because my mother took me traveling when I was a young girl. We used to get on the Greyhound bus and go to DC and New York and everywhere. You know, back then, during that time, we couldn't afford to buy a plane ticket or anything like that. But I have been in this business for 43 years. I've seen it all. I've done it all. I've worked for two major airlines. I've worked with numerous amounts of travel agencies over the 43 years. And I started my own travel agency. I had a travel agency way back in the day when I lived in Alabama. And when I came to Florida, it was so much competition that I just kind of did a little bit on the side. But now I've started my travel agency again. And you would think that I have every perk in the world, and I do, because I've been doing it for so long. I have vendors all over the world. Elder Foster and I have traveled all over the world. Africa, Egypt, you name it, we've been there. And so why would something like this be of interest to me? Because I've been in these types of programs before, and I've seen what they had to offer, and I would not even look at a travel club. And when Elder Foster told me about this, and Dr. James and everything, I'm just going to be honest. I told him, I'll look at it just for you, but I'm not interested. And when I looked at what they had to offer, and I'm you guys know me, I'm the type of person that I check everything out. When I looked at it, I told Elder Foster to tell him to sign me up right now. Why did I do that? Because when you look at getting 3 vacations a year, and if most of us that are working, some of us don't get get off 3 times a year. We may have a week vacation or 2 weeks, depending on how long you've been working. But to get 3 vacations a year, and you can choose which vacation you want from all over the world, is phenomenal.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, I don't think I could make it more clear than Evangelist Foster did. That woman of God, that's a mic drop. I mean, you know, I talk about our little 12 years of experiences and the things that we've been able to see and enjoy and experience as travel agents. But that woman of God, you're talking about over 40 plus years of service, not only as a travel agent, but at one time owning her own travel agency. So real deal, Holyfield, it is what it is. There will always be some people that are just so skeptical. They always, will have a wall up and you can't penetrate. We're not looking for those individuals. We're not going to wrestle anybody down to the ground and make them save money or make them make money. We're not going to do that. We're not looking for those individuals. We're looking for the individuals that are reasonable-minded, that are logical, and we're particularly looking for individuals that are the type that really want to do something different, that really want to accomplish something that was in their dream, perhaps even years and decades ago. Maybe it seems like it was a lifetime ago when you had those big dreams of seeing the world and accomplishing life-changing phenomena and investing yourself in people and solving problems and crisis from one city to the next, because God has put certain gifts in you. He's put certain talents in you, and you have a calling and a passion for helping people and changing people's lives, but you've been limited because all the time that you have is sucked up in 60, 70, 80 hours of a work week, just trying to put a roof over your head and take care of your family. But ladies and gentlemen, we have an opportunity not only to save tons of money as relates to your travel and so many other areas as well, but this is an opportunity for you to own something that you'll put your last name on, that can even be passed on to your children and their children. It's inheritable. And I'm not telling you what I heard, I'm telling you what I know. We've seen it firsthand with the opportunity for people to take this business even after their passing and pass it on as a trust in the name of their children. And their children, who are still minors now, will be picking it up at the age of 18. And it's already for them, for Coach D and her husband, my brother, Apostle Guy, their business is already earning upwards of more than $150,000 a year on his side alone, not even counting hers, on his side of the business alone. And he's been gone for almost 3 years now. But when those babies get 18, man, oh man, they will be set. Guys, we need something like that. What about you? Too good to be true? No, it's in the scripture. A wise man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, that's not just talking about faith. Of course, you want to leave a spiritual inheritance. That ought to be the foundation for everything. But what about all the other stuff that they're going to need to go along with that? Faith without works is dead. You can have all the faith in the world, but if you don't have some income to pay your bills, there's going to be a deficit, if you understand what I mean. So here's what I want to do. I have some special guests. Look like they might have popped out temporarily. As soon as they get back in position, I'm going to call them on the screen. I think I see them coming in now. Let me see if I could get them. Yeah, we got one of my baby girls. Her name is Eva. And, she was frozen for a minute. I can see it now. And then we have my new friend, Jorge, and he's going to be getting started with us this week. And I wanted to introduce them to you because I want you to hear Eva's story and her take on everything that we've spoken about. And then I wanted you to hear from the perspective of Jorge, who hasn't even gotten started yet. He'll be started in a couple of days, but I want you to hear his mind. He has a brilliant mind concerning why this is something that he wants to do. So, Eva, we'll turn it over to you first. What makes it so special to you? Why did you get in place and in position, and why do you remain excited about it?
Good evening, Trevorium family. I'm Eva, as Mr. Keys has already given me that lovely introduction. And for me, the most beneficial thing about this team, about this dream team, is the fact that it's put me in a position where I can gain income no matter where I'm at. So if y'all knew a little bit about my personal story, I've been in some compromising situations, but earning income has not been an issue. I'm not stopped because I'm dislocated or, going through the ups and downs of wherever life may take me. So if anybody can relate to some things like that and then have that burden taken off of you and know that, hey, this is something that you can put into work no matter where you're at. If you're in the garage, sleeping in your car, at a shelter, who knows, in your mama's house, I don't know. But that's just getting very real with you and very practical, is that having this opportunity to earn residual income no matter where you're at has definitely been the biggest plus. Not just that, but meeting like-minded people. People like you'll get to meet here in a second, that encourage you and push you and also may know a little bit more than you do. So you get to pick other people's brains and really get your feet wet in regards to thinking bigger, dreaming bigger, and getting to those places where people only dream about going. So thank you, Keys, for the opportunity to speak.
Absolutely. Well said. You're so articulate, even though you don't take pictures with me at the church on Sunday. I'm not going to bring that up because I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter.
I know you're not.
My new friend,
He only called me 1,500 times today.
My new friend Jorge, it seems like we've been connected sometime. I love your spirit. Thank you for making yourself available today. Tell us a little bit about yourself and why you've committed to getting started at the highest package with this travel club opportunity.
Okay. Hello, family. How are you? First of all, yeah, I'm really honored to be here. I can tell you a little bit of my background. All my life, I've been working on hotel business, on numerous department, and basically that is my passion. The good thing is that right now I'm turning the table. Why? Because I was working on the place that you do vacations. So I'm living that dream. Now it's the opposite. That I can then my vacation when other people were doing work by passion, so I can see the other side. And it's like you said, basically it's too good to be true. I carry on a really nice discount being working on this big companies that I cannot mention the name for rights. But if I add up uh, that portion or the markup is if I add it up per night or an all inclusive. I mean, it blew my mind. And I said, oh, okay, I need to dig it in this. I need to get more information. I need to get the start fee, the compensation radio, the percentage of the markup, and so on and so on. I have so many questions. Right now, I'm fed up. I'm looking forward to I'm running right now 100% miles per hour. So you can tell. And from there, just to bring real people in.
Yes.
Also, with the people that I know that they share the same passion as me, also as well. Also to go enjoy and to have the vacation that you always dream about it. That it was like a very far away just to make it happen.
Yes.
Right now, this one is my golden ticket. That's the way I'm seeing it.
Absolutely. Well said, man of God. I'm honored to lock arms with both of you. And we also are glad that both of you being a part of the Spanish community has been explosive. The Latino nations have been, man, on fire with this opportunity. So I would encourage you to use your gift set, to open doors for many others. We're in 65 plus nations, and we have translated this business opportunity and everything related to the travel in English, of course, Spanish, French, and Russian. Those are the languages that we've already converted in for everything, and there are more coming. And we're always opening doors for other nations who seek opportunities like this. So, man, you're in a great position. Great position. So here's what I'm gonna do. I have a young lady, one of my baby girls in. I'm gonna bring her on the camera. I want y'all to meet her, and then we're gonna lock it down. And we want to hear my baby girl, Coach Tanya Evans. Now she just got back from a cruise. She didn't want me to. She told me she didn't want me to go with her, y'all, because I was trying to get in her. I was trying to get in her big old bag. She said she was gonna get that big old bag. I was gonna fit in there, but she wouldn't take me on that cruise.
There you go. There you go again, Pastor Mel. Pastor Mel. Look, you ain't one of them lying pastors out there. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell the truth. Just like I'm like Ava. Look, this business literally saved my life. I've, like Pastor Mel just stated, I just came back from my 54th cruise in 4 years
Trip
with this company.
Second cruise.
Yeah, this is my second cruise. But in the year 2023 alone, I took 23. I visited 23 different vacations. I wouldn't have been able to do this had it not been for Trevorium. I started 4 years ago. I didn't have a job. I had a whole bunch of ain't gots. I had a whole bunch of ain't gots. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no CAR. I ain't had no APT, and I didn't have no money. But then God placed me with the most awesome man of God, the most realest man I know. My pastor now, Pastor Mel is now my pastor. Lady Key is now my first lady. Ava is my sister in Christ. I remember when I first met Ava at the San Antonio conference. We was over there, didn't know each other from a can of paint, just ugly crying. We was ugly crying. I don't know about her. My cry is ugly. When I'm really into it, I was like, listen, God has really done a thing for me. I've been, look, I can say this now. I just been winning all over the world. Winning all over the world, because life is going to continue to life you if you let it. I just lost my father-in-law Saturday. I come back from, look, I leave a cruise, come back to death. Then I come back from a cruise, come on back to death. Now listen, we all get a turn. Every single last one of us get a turn. It is what you do in between. And because of this company, I'm living my life. I'm telling my testimony. We're up here, writing books and things.
Yes.
I didn't even have the time to do anything I wanted before, because I was always working. I was single parent. I done been homeless. Like I said, did I say I had a lot of ain't got? Let me tell you something. Not only am I making residual daily income, not only am I traveling the world for pennies on a dollar. Let's name some of the things and places I done been to. Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, $29, 5 days, all inclusive. That means all you can eat, all you can drink for 2 people. I went solo dolo, but I was able to link up with, like Ava said, like-minded individuals. So I'm going to Dubai in April with 1-star. I'm sorry, let me put some respect on her name. 2-star director Michelle Campbell. It's her birthday. We going to Dubai for $49. Listen, it's a no-brainer. And you mean to tell me that God say, because it be God that gives us the vision, and without vision, people perish. So what if Mr. Hart would have said no? Tanya wouldn't have never seen Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, besides on Discovery Channel. Now I don't have to watch the Too Fast, Too Furious episodes no more, because I'm going to Dubai. I mean, I'm trying to make it make sense for people. We go to these jobs. Look, I worked the job since I was 14 years old. My paycheck kept getting hit over the head by Uncle Sam, Auntie FICA, Social Security, all that. Look, and the only time I wasted was my time. Because now that my son is gone, he's still in my heart. But I missed out on 19 years because I was working for the man. I was working for the man. Until I started investing and believing in myself, because God already gave it. Look, I was on that cruise a celebrity. I mean, paparazzi and everything. They ended up getting sick because I was telling them I paid $749, and they was paying $10,000, $11,000. Somebody actually paid $20,000 for a 7-night cruise. It wasn't me though. The devil is a lie. It was not me. I was the one who paid the $749. And man, the look on their face, they literally turned green. I thought I was making people seasick. But look, Pastor Mel, you getting ready to be busy, because just like that fish jumped out of the water and into my lap, the people are coming. Shout out to Jack Washington. Shout out to Lotta Jones, my newest partners. Look, shout out to the ones that stuck and stayed: Philip Chase, Damon Smith, Lisa Davis. Shout out to my husband, Chris Barnes. He just lost his father, Saturday. So please keep our family in prayer. But hey, he's stuck in the stand, and we gonna get our pay.
Yes.
So it just makes sense.
Wow. Well, y'all heard from baby girl. She is so gifted and talented, part comedian, entrepreneur of excellence, and everything in between. And she's just beginning. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got to jump on a faith leaders call. But if you didn't get the memo, this is too good, but it's also true. Get with the person that shared this information with you. Don't hesitate Don't procrastinate. Jump in with both feet, and you'll see the world. You'll see the best beaches, and you'll be stopping by the bank because there's an opportunity to make a whole lot of money if that's what you're looking for as well. Love you guys. I'll see you on a Faith Leaders Call. Apostle Wilson is going to be breaking it down. Coach D is about to introduce him right now. We're going to jump on that call. If you'd like to be a part of our Faith Leaders Call, just put Faith Leader in the comment section. Meet us in the Zoom room. We'll get you the link and all that good stuff, and we'll see you there. There's a word with your name on it, and we'll see you on the other side. God bless.